We are back in an effort to combine forces and provide fraud enforcement and prevention law enforcement. Better Business Bureau area businesses in the city of Beaumont have joined together to send a clear message: just hang up on fraud. Jay Sheppard of the Better Business Bureau is here, along with Jefferson County District Attorney Bob Wortham and Beaumont Chief of Police Jimmy Singletary, along with Mark Levy, representing the Beaumont Police Department. Jay, let's start out with you. What kind of fraud are we talking about here?
Well, the main reason we are here today is to promote everybody getting involved and participating in preventing scams.
How prevalent is this in the Southeast Texas?
It's big time.
Now, Bob, what is the DA's office doing now to kind of crack down on this? Because, as Jay said, it's become quite prevalent in the area.
There's nothing we can do to crack down on it, because the people that are violating the law live outside the borders of our country. We are going into preventive maintenance. Tell the citizens, don't do it. Just hang up on the people when they call and ask for money. They ask you to go get a green card, hang up on them. That means it's a criminal act. Don't give your money away.
Jimmy, what can the police department, not just the Beaumont Police Department, but Port Arthur, Jasper, what have you in Southeast Texas, how can you guys become involved in this?
What we're doing right here, getting the word out, joining the organizations throughout the county, and just educate the folks on what's going on. Because just like Judge Wortham said, it's going to be difficult to catch these guys. We just have to prevent it, and it's very easy to do that. Just hang up.
Mark, have you been involved in any calls you've had to answer with people worried about what they've just done?
Yeah, well, our fraud unit is real involved. The basic thing is nobody will ever ask you to make payment for anything using a green card, a prepaid money card, and these people will never, ever agree to meet you in person, ever.
Jay, why are so many people falling for this?
Well, the main reason they're falling for the two scams that are happening right now with the utilities and you know, the scam where they say they're with the IRS or a collection agency is because the scammers have managed to manipulate the caller ID to where it shows up on the caller ID as who they're saying that they represent.
And that amazes me in itself, that they can somehow finagle the technology like that to make it look real, like the IRS is calling or what have you.
Right, or Entergy or the water department or, you know, any other legitimate business or agency.
So, Bob, I know we can send the message out, but I mean, the bottom line on this whole thing is, and you've brought up a great point, because most of these calls are coming from outside the country, right?
Correct.
So that makes it even more difficult to pin them down.
Makes it impossible to prosecute. I mean, if someone tells you a truck is on the way to turn off your water or to turn off your electricity, hang up on them. That's not what the water department does. That's not what Energy does. They're scamming you, and they're good at it. They're really good. That's how they make billions of dollars doing these scams. And once this scam fails out, they'll come with another one. Anytime they're calling and asking you for money, especially if it's right away, just hang up on them.
And if they're asking you to go down to your local convenience store and buy those money cards, Jimmy, something's got to be wrong with that, right?
Absolutely. No legitimate entity or business does that. And
are you guys surprised by how often this does happen in Beaumont?
Yes, we were. I think we were surprised that many folks being scammed like this.
Is it out of fear, or how do you see it?
Well, it's fear, confusion, and these folks, these bad guys, intimidate some of these people. They catch them at a busy time. They do a lot of research on the people, on their scammers too. So they do it very smartly and very intelligently, and that's why it's become such a problem.
And Jay, if anybody has any questions, contact Better Business Bureau.
Always call us. Call the BBB.
Okay, thank you all for being here today, and that's very enlightening stuff, and hopefully this will somehow crack itself down and people will become more aware of not to fall for this kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.